Who killed Tupac and Biggie? And I think both of these dudes were assassinated in some kind of way. More Biggie than Tupac. I think Tupac might have got killed by a dude that they, had an incident with earlier that day. But Biggie's seems a little JFK. Governmental.
Numerous veterans within the music scene firmly believe that a contract was issued for Tupac's murder. Yet the situation remains convoluted due to the lack of substantial evidence, unreliable testimony, and crucial missing details. Amidst this chaos, Diddy stands protected by his immense wealth and influential status, creating an almost impenetrable barrier. Nonetheless, hope is not lost as some industry legends have begun to openly discuss the matter, with Ice Cube subtly revealing information regarding Tupac's killer for some time. Diddy, meanwhile, exudes an aura of being untouchable, having navigated the music industry with remarkable savvy, accumulating substantial wealth through his ventures, and known for hosting exclusive gatherings in his lavish hillside mansion. However, the recent arrest of Kefi D poses a significant threat to Diddy's unblemished facade, potentially disrupting his empire. As Kefi D prepares for trial amidst prosecutorial efforts to solidify their case, Diddy seems unaffected, focusing on producing a gospel album with Tiana Taylor, as if he remains untouched by the allegations. Despite his seemingly untouchable status, Diddy has navigated through numerous controversies unscathed. Yet, voices like Ice Cube, Eminem, and 50 Cent are now raising concerns about Diddy's possible involvement in Tupac's murder. Tupac's interaction with Ice Cube marked a pivotal moment in his life, with Cube offering mentorship and guidance, significantly influencing Tupac's path and artistic development. Their bond was forged through shared experiences and struggles as African-American men striving for success in a seemingly biased industry, a connection that profoundly impacted Tupac, never forgetting Ice Cube's influence on his career and life.
I met Pac. He was still part of Digital Underground, and he was just the cool young nigga. We was both the young niggas around the group, so we would hang and kick it and shit. This digital shit is cool, man, but I want to do records like y'all. He said, because where I live at, this shit is fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And
conversations often revolved around Ice Cube's significant influence on Tupac, crediting Cube for empowering him to find his voice and the courage to express his authentic self. Indeed, Tupac evolved into one of the most iconic and transformative artists, transcending his beginnings with Digital Underground in 1991 to launch his debut album, Tupacalypse Now, the same year. His subsequent works, including Strictly for My Niggas and Me Against the World, solidified his status, but it was his debut with Death Row Records, All Eyes on Me, that catapulted him to legendary status. This album, notable for being the first double-disc solo hip-hop album on CD, helped Tupac sell over 75 million records globally, cementing his place as a cultural icon. In the spirit of paying it forward, Tupac significantly influenced Snoop Dogg at Death Row Records, aiding in the development of Snoop's distinctive style and persona. Meanwhile, Ice Cube transitioned into filmmaking, sparked by his role in John Singleton's Boys and the Hood, despite initial reservations about acting. Concurrently, Tupac was making his mark in cinema, starting with Nothing But Trouble in 1991, followed by a critically acclaimed performance in Juice in 1992. Their paths intersected again in the film industry when Cube's decision not to take a role in Poetic Justice led to Tupac's casting, contributing to the film's status as a cult classic. However, Tupac's association with Suge Knight and the aftermath of the Quad Studio shooting, which he blamed on Biggie, marked a shift towards a more confrontational and gangster persona. This transformation was epitomized in the track Hit 'Em Up, a stark departure from his earlier, more politically charged content. This song, filled with vitriol against Biggie, Puffy, and the East Coast rap scene, made Cube's diss track, No Vaseline seemed tame in comparison, showcasing a side of Tupac that was unrecognizable to Cube and others who knew him before.
But as far as me, I felt like I always belonged on death row. Just was a matter of getting me there. Now that I'm there, mark my words, death row is the force to be reckoned with in this business. I promise you, no artist will outsell us. Nobody will touch us in the movie business. Ain't nobody hard as us. Ain't nobody real as us. Ain't nobody us.
Biggie appeared visibly disturbed, or at least convincingly portrayed himself as such, after Tupac publicly claimed to have had an affair with Biggie's wife, rapper Faith Evans, causing a sensation. Similarly, Puff Daddy seemed stunned, vehemently denying any role in the Quad Studio shooting, yet the accusations were already public, inflicting irreversible harm. While Ice Cube's diss track may have definitively ended NWA's era, Tupac's song dramatically exposed the conflicts, directing suspicion towards Puffy regarding Tupac's eventual murder. Yet, Suge Knight is also implicated, as his decision to release Tupac's East Coast diss track effectively marked Tupac for danger, leading to his tragic death 3 months later. On the evening of September 7, 1996, Tupac, accompanied by Suge Knight, the leader of Death Row Records, was shot multiple times in a drive-by incident in Las Vegas and succumbed to his injuries at the age of 25. Kefi D, recently apprehended in connection to Tupac's murder, disclosed in his memoir that he was in the vehicle from which the fatal shots were fired, implicating his nephew Orlando "Baby Lane" Anderson as the shooter. Anderson, who had a prior altercation with Tupac, denied any involvement in the murder and was killed 2 years later. Suge Knight, who sustained minor injuries from a bullet fragment during the shooting, is currently serving a 28-year sentence for an unrelated manslaughter charge. Greg Kading, a retired LAPD detective who thoroughly investigated Tupac's murder and authored a book on the case, wasn't surprised by Kefi D's arrest, attributing it to Kefi D's own admissions, which provided crucial evidence for the Las Vegas police. Kading anticipated the murder charge, accusing Kefi D of implicating himself in the plot. As Kefi D awaits trial, speculation abounds that he might implicate Diddy, whom he has previously mentioned in various contexts. Rumors suggest Kefi D could allege Diddy commissioned Tupac's murder, a claim stemming from a purported bounty Diddy placed on Tupac, initiating the feud. Kefi D's dissatisfaction over not being compensated for organizing the attack might lead him to offer new evidence against Diddy. 50 Cent openly warned Diddy to be cautious once Kefi D's statements became public. Taking to Instagram, 50 Cent couldn't help but comment, humorously suggesting that Brother Love, Diddy, might be in trouble, and joking about the need for legal representation as things could become complicated. He also shared a photo of Tupac in the notorious black BMW from the night of the fatal shooting after the Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas in 1996, hinting at a connection. The involvement of individuals associated with Bad Boy Records is hard to dispute, yet the critical issue remains. Even if allegations tarnish Diddy's reputation, can they lead to any substantial consequences? Diddy has long been considered untouchable, seemingly outmaneuvering every business adversary with his cunning. The question arises whether Diddy can once again navigate his way out of potential legal troubles, especially if he secures a capable attorney as 50 Cent implied. This situation leaves many wondering about the depth of knowledge individuals like Ice Cube may have regarding Diddy's alleged role in orchestrating a hit on Tupac. The invitation is extended to the audience to share their thoughts and perspectives in the comments section, encouraging engagement with the content by liking and subscribing to the channel.